Hey, how's it going, guys? Mad Knife Junkie 13. As you can see behind me, got my cutting stand. And like I said, I found an army green and the regular deep forest green that I use. Remember, it's the Rust-Oleum, all of them. Rust-Oleum camo. I already pre-did the base coat, so since I've never used the other green, there's the dark green, light green, dark green. So switching off the base is the dark green, the top is the light green. Since I've never used the light green, I figured I would give it a try. Oh man, sorry, I couldn't pick all these up. So, like I said, I cut out leaves. Use a little pipe cleaner so I could hold them. So it's natural instead of like fake leaves that you buy. So there's pieces that are broken off, pieces that are different cuts, and you'll figure out what patterns you like. I got a bunch that I did. Let's see. And these are going to need to be retaped soon. Like this one fell out. But as you'll see as you do it, you'll kind of see which ones you like more. Of course, someone with a piece of shit van has to go by. So, what I do differently from everyone else is I put the base coat green. A lot of people use the khaki as the base coat. I prefer to use green. You'll see why. I do green, khaki, and I finish off with brown. The khaki accents the green, the brown accents all of them. You think it would make sense, but you'll see when it's done how it turned out. I used to do khaki, brown, green. Then I tried brown, green, khaki, and the khaki last is too desert colored, so it depends on your environment as well. Me, I have a lot of dark greens and browns, so brown last, accenting everything else works a lot better. So it's going to be, since I got my base coat down, it's going to be khaki. It's going to do all khaki for the different patterns. I'll show you that when it's done. And I'm going to do all brown, and I'll show you that when it's done. I'm going to just show you guys a little bit because this is going to take a long time, so I'll show you a little bit of what you do, how you spray it, how you hold them, and it'll be a lot of cut editing type work. But, you know, double fist it, get it going. You're going to want to shake this up probably about a couple minutes or so. I already pre-shook some of this. And do a test spray, make sure it's coming out. Let's see here, what are we going to start with? This is one of my favorite ones, just because of the way it turns out. So the khaki doesn't have to be perfect, but you're going to want to get a good coat. So let's see. I want you guys to be able to see this as well. Okay. Just quick little spurts. Change it up. Grab some different leaves. you're going to want to hold these flat up against the piece you're painting. So, let's try to show you. This is after. It's harder to see on the light green than the dark green. So you see, you kind of just spread it out. I may just do two sides to show you, and then maybe crop in when it's all done. But this dries pretty quick since it's just little spurts of paint. So you really don't have to wait that long before brown, but I'll get back to you when I get to the brown. Alright guys, now when you get to the brown, you're going to see a lot more of the design starting to come through. And remember, you could always go back and fix little bits so you get too much brown, you put a little more khaki than a little green. A little green, a little more khaki. Switch it up. It's going to take a couple times your first time to figure it out. I may even have to go back and fix a couple things. This side, it's a little duller than I wanted it to be, just because of the sheer fact I was trying to get it on camera. So I may have to go back and fix it. It's not a big deal. It's a custom camo. It's your interpretation, how you like it and how you want it to turn out. So let's show you the brown, and you'll really see the color start to come through. Don't hold it flat, it'll come more like airy, like more printed. And it's kind of funny, this is my signature leaf. In every piece I've ever camoed, if you look at it, you'll see this leaf, at least this top half, in full. So I make sure I always put it on there at some point. So, you know, it's kind of weird, but it's just something I do with it. Now I'm just going to spin this so I can show you guys the darker side. As you can kind of see, when it dries it looks better. It's going to look really dark right now. Okay. Now this is the colors I usually use. The other one was the lighter color, the pea soup looking army green. It looks good when it's dry though. I'll give it that. Okay, so like the top, I accidentally did a strip of brown across. I'm going to have to go back and redo that. Not a big deal. Right down here to brown. You're gonna have to go back. It's really just trial and error. Once you get the hang of it. Then you'll figure out which shapes work best for you. show you this up close and personal. Let's go to the light green first. Now see? It's like a real tree type since it has real leaves. Woodland camo. That's with the light green. And the dark green's still dry. I'm gonna have to go back and touch it up, put a little bit green back in, maybe some khaki actually. He has some khaki to bring that out a little more. So I'll get back to you guys when I am done finishing it up. Alright guys, the brown is all done, and just remember to switch the directions. If one's going this way, you don't have to go upside down, you could, but go at angles to the leaves and intertwine them. So this is what it looks like all done. This is the side, oh here, I'll show you this one first. This is the side with that new green. And then this is the side with the dark green, but I added some of the new green in. This doesn't look half bad like that. This is the other new green. It's still a little wet, so I don't want to touch it. And here's the dark green again. And then the top, same deal. I'm probably going to do the bottom once this completely dries so I can flip it over. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. Talk to you guys soon. Mad Knife Junkie 13, signing out.